are you religious? Are you Muslim, for example? And then the second one is, you and I spoke about fatherhood. How is fatherhood treating you? I have to say specifically, I enjoyed watching the conversations between you and your dad online, because it exposed to me certain things, certain assumptions that we'd had. And it made me start wondering who actually raised you, which hopefully I've got a lot of questions. I think you're going to have to come back, and then we can unpack some of those. But I think just for now, yeah, are you Muslim? Are you religious? And then number two, how's fatherhood treating you?
All right. Those are questions that I'm not often asked. Thank you very much. I'm not going to claim to be the most religious person, but I am spiritual. I do believe that there's a higher power out there. Going to church is an interesting experience every time you go. I haven't been up until about a month ago. I hadn't been in a long time because we're busy with what it is that we do, even on Saturdays and Sundays. So
it's a form of service for higher powers, by the way. That is all. I think religious people need to know that even if you're not in the church, as long as you're doing good work on the ground for your higher power, that is also a form of worship.
100%, sir. So no, I'm not Muslim, even though I learn a lot, and I have learned a lot about the words they speak and the actions that they pull out of those words. The way that they operate, I respect it. And then fatherhood it's been an interesting experience. Because it starts off when people, now when my kids were born, it changed my life. I didn't have that. It's like, okay, there's a lot of noise in this house. I'm trying to get some sleep. Please let's deal with the situation. But as the kids get older and as you start, as you get to a point where you're able to communicate with them, the things they say, the things they notice, the questions that they ask, it's becoming very, very interesting. I'm enjoying it. I'm trying to spend as much time as I can. Under the current circumstances, and it's an amazing experience. And the one thing that unfortunately some of us haven't had is we haven't had a chance to spend time with our parents.
Yeah.
I lost my mother in 20.
It's one of the conversations I hope we'll have next time. I'd love us to speak about your mom, who's not South African.
No, she is.
Was she South African?
From Deep Kloof, man.
I thought she was Mozambican.
No, we lived there. They moved.
Oh, you lived in Mozambique.
Yeah. Well, I was born in Mozambique.
Thank you for that clarity.
Yeah,
by
sure.
The way.
So no, she's a Deep Kloof girl.
No, we'll chat about it next time. I'd love for us to speak.
Now we'll get into depth on that. But that conversation that we'd had is the YouTube conversation with my old man, and the reason that happened as well, it was lockdown. We're all trying to keep ourselves busy and trying to keep our minds focused. And we don't know how long we'll have our elders with us. That's him and many others. And there's certain things that I haven't had the opportunity to speak to him about because he's been busy. And my recollection of him has always been over a long period of time is him coming and going, and it's all love. It's not a complaint. I understand. And I've gotten to understand over a period of time, okay, this is what he was doing. It wasn't just because of certain thoughts that I had at the time. So that conversation was important for me because a lot of people also have misconceptions of who we are, and what conversations we have and with the people that we have them with. And I felt just like him. And, when it comes to media coverage, it's been very slanted. It's been very one-sided. The propaganda has been on high. And we said, let's just put something out there that we can touch on a few points. So at least in history, when some of our people look us up, we had our say at some point along the line, because the media space is very brutal, so just to correct a few things and just to try and shape a narrative that I haven't had an opportunity to shape, because everything is put out there in the public space and majority of it is not true.
And